By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Get it! Hey, smash Bronco!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. The shotgun snap to Willis. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Willis, 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Walton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Walton. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on 3rd down. Walton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Walton trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. There he goes, right side. Trotty. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. For the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 22.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Yeah, nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. No problem there on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run it here with Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go play action. Mills. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. 1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run again here with Weber. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Titans had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced them to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Go, Reed, go!
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Hey, check that. Street.
A run for Weber. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mills into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Weber. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On third and short, they'll try option left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Weber knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check mash.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, it's Willis. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Throwing, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Beckham with career touchdown number 70. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 24. To throw, Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, and he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball, the ones in the huddle doing the chirping, right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are back within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On second down, it's Weber, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action, Willis.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. Weber. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second down, here's Willis.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 56 yards.
And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville, third quarter action.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Play action now, Mills.
They'll roll him out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 28. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's got him in, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Willis. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
We're down to the 41. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Willis.
He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Up the middle they go. Weber. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 75 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
And that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the air on 2nd down.
Walton. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Walton. This is caught. It's Cooks.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, They got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down now, it's Weber.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Third down, it's Willis.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
He's been terrific so far. He's going to field this at the 4. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. He's back to throw.
Into the hands of Beckham.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw.
Into the hands of Cooks.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Ready, ready.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Titans, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to